What is the long-term ROI of evergreen content? Most content dies within days, but some content keeps generating leads for years. And what's the difference? The answer has very little to do with the production quality, the algorithms, or even consistency. In this episode, I'm going to show you why evergreen content produces some of the highest ROI in marketing. You'll understand how it compounds over time and the simple mistake that causes most content to stop performing long before it ever should. Most content has a very short lifespan. You publish it, it gets some views, maybe it gets some engagement, then it's gone. So you have to create another post, and then another, and many business owners feel trapped in that cycle. You're consistently feeding that machine. You're always feeling like you need to create something new and stay relevant. Then the moment that you stop publishing, the views stop too, but evergreen content works differently. Imagine creating a video once, you invest the same time, energy, and money, but with a different strategy. You publish that video, and it continues generating views for years. Imagine that video getting viewed by your ideal clients. It builds trust with them, and they become a lead. And over time, this video continues generating leads, not for a week, not for a month, but for years. That's the power of evergreen content. So it's not simply content, it's an asset. Most marketing activities stop producing results the moment you stop paying for them. Evergreen content continues producing results long after the work is finished. One of the biggest benefits of evergreen content is that it reaches people at exactly the right moment. So think about that. When someone searches a question on Google, when they search YouTube, or when they ask ChatGPT, they're actively looking for help. They're not being interrupted, they're not being distracted, they're not casually scrolling. They're searching because they have a problem that they want to solve. And then they find your video in that very moment that they need your help. Think about how powerful that is. The right message delivered at the wrong time rarely works, but the right message delivered at the exact moment someone is searching for help can completely change the outcome. Traditional marketing often creates resistance. People know that they're being marketed to, so they put their guard up. They become skeptical. Evergreen content creates a different experience. Instead of interrupting people, you're helping them. And instead of pushing your message, you're just answering their question. The more of your videos that people watch, the more they get to know you. Trust begins to form as you help them and answer their questions, not because you told them about your credentials or about your programs, but because you actually helped them. By the time they reach out to you, they often feel like they already know you. They want to know what it looks like to work with you. So leads like this are just like warm referrals. The relationship started before you had that conversation. Now let's talk about momentum. This is where things get really interesting. Evergreen content compounds. Every new piece of evergreen content creates another pathway for people to discover you. Another question you answer, another opportunity to build trust, another doorway into your business. You don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. You don't have to constantly chase the latest trend, but instead you're building this growing library of valuable answers. And as that library grows and grows, your visibility grows, your authority grows, your traffic grows, your opportunities grow. So that's what I mean by momentum. And very few marketing strategies create momentum the way that evergreen content does. Now, there's one important caveat. Not all content becomes evergreen. Not every video will continue generating results for years. The return on investment doesn't come from simply creating content, it comes from creating the right content. So before you invest your time, energy, and resources into producing a video, you need confidence that you're answering a question worth answering, a question that your dream clients are actually asking, a question with consistent search volume over time, a question that matters today and will continue mattering years from now, and a question that indicates that they would benefit from your services. If you've chosen the wrong topic, the content may never generate meaningful results. But if you've chosen the right question and you provide the best answer, then you've created an asset that will continue producing value for years. The long-term ROI of evergreen content isn't just more views, it's not just more traffic or more leads. The real opportunity is that you're building a system that consistently attracts your dream clients, a system that works while you're sleeping, a system that compounds over time, a system that positions you as the trusted authority in your category. That's where most experts will miss the big picture. Evergreen content isn't simply about creating videos, but will lead you to owning your category. Evergreen content done right will result in you being positioned as the #1 thought leader in your industry. So identifying the right questions is critical. How do you know which questions will continue attracting your dream clients year after year? And then how do you position yourself so that when those people search on Google or YouTube or ChatGPT, they find you instead of your competitors? Well, that's exactly what thought leadership is about. And in the next video, What is Thought Leadership? I'll show you how to identify those opportunities, how to build content around them, and how to position yourself so that your expertise gets discovered by the people who need it most. So go watch that video next. I'll see you there.